Get in, nerds. We are playing Hearts of Iron 4. We are... Get out of here, Discord overlay. No one likes you. I'm just kidding. That was unnecessarily mean. A lot of people like the Discord overlay. Just, I'm not one of them. I'm going to deploy these infantry divisions. I want to get a lot more units out there because I'm getting scared of Britain. So let's see. We'll put these in the home theater. And yeah, we'll get them exercising. I got a few units that are actually fully experienced. I'm going to throw them in this army here. Now that I can actually build up this area, let me see. I need better supply around here. This is an area where better supply is needed. What army is this? This is this army. You're in the Korean theater. All right. Well, that makes sense. I am going to extend this a little ways. You have a trait available, but not one of the ones that I want. Alright, so that is good to go. We got some air in the air. So let's get started here. Obviously, we're closing out this pocket first thing. Where's our motor force? You guys are here. Alright, I'm going to bring you in. Motor strength is needed in this front, I've decided. Alright, good. They're on trains. Very nice. So, let's get going through here. We've got the enemy encircled over here. I think I'm going to send this unit in to attack. Would have been cool to get an encirclement over here, but looks like that's not in the cards at present. But if this unit can get in here, and this unit can get in here... the allies are closing out their non-aggression pacts with me. I'm not very happy about that. Alright. We got 11 divisions in there. We got a British division in here. But we're not at war with the British, happily. Of course you can dock in my ports, Germany. I'm not a monster. I'm not a monster. Alright, we're just going to kind of pursue gaps in the enemy line opportunistically as they arise. That's kind of our medium-term plan. Yeah, you get going that way. And how about our mobile forces? Are they on the way? Yes, they are. How's the air situation going? Got a little bit more airbase capacity right now, so let's pull in some more air units. Let's see, we can fit 3 here. And let's get some CAS. And then can we reach from Chongqing? At least a little, yes. Alright. The press forward has been pretty rock solid this time. So I'm feeling reasonably confident overall. And China's been holding the western areas pretty well. Now, what other... It's only Guangxi Click is a major right now. So once they capitulate, this war will be over. How is my kill death? My kill death is pretty good. Yeah, looks like about 10 to 1. Blue Army, are you on flexible cohesion right now? You are. Fools. There's modern transport plane researched. Let's go with the better jet engine. Maybe a little silly, but we'll see. More support from losses is not really a factor at this time. Let's go ahead and improve worker conditions. I've got the ability to do that. And do I export some tea for a free civilian factory? I think I do. Yep, that seems like the right call. Yeah, And then we just got a bunch of nuclear facilities to build. Nice. Feeling pretty good. Maybe I'll intersperse some more military industry. Nothing extreme, just a little bit to fill out the rest of these areas. Since we got so many slots available. Oh yeah, and I started building a huge radar array. So that'll make it easier to keep my skies and shores defended. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to kind of intersperse these however I like. Because nuclear facilities are fun, but it's also important to increase production of traditional arms so that we can remain competitive in the modern warfare situation. Now, speaking of which, we've got a huge pile of infantry equipment and artillery and support equipment in the pot. So I'm going to deploy some more armies. We got 34 divisions in deployment. So that's 49. And then if we go one more army... No. 1.5 armies. That should be fine. That'll get us plenty of strength to deal with whatever comes forward for us. We're just moving in to defend this area. We're over the river here, so I'm feeling a high degree of confidence. Once we're defending here, which we surely are, let's get moving forward. These units, yep, beautiful. You're going that way. And we'll send a couple more divisions around to the south here. One can go here, the other here. And basically the goal is we want to be able to really get in their way. Ooh, excellent. We're almost at Nanning. That's wonderful. In fact, let's get walking there. Hey, no. You can't get over that river. I can't let that unit get over the river because then he'll block my way. And I need to make sure that I'm over this river so that I don't wind up in a situation where I can't get across to Nanning because there's a bunch of enemy divisions in the way. And are we going? What about my mobile? Oh my goodness. I forgot to get my mobile units going. I'm just going to automate these. We'll just thrust. Go! Go, Web! That's a joke from the original Spider-Man movie. Who's going over the... Oh, nope, these are just units from this army. Well, that's silly. Alright, it's fine. You need to be going that way, because we need to be getting within spitting distance of Nanning here. I am a little short on supply. So, in order to rectify this, let's deploy some transports to air supply this region. Speaking of which, I should have the ability to now produce the modern transport plane, so let's do it. Alright, so once these units are through, we'll get them moving towards Nanning. Alright, enemy is attacking us here. That is what we want. And we are moving in the direction of Nanning, which I'm feeling pretty solid about. Let's go ahead and get this unit clearing out this island front here. Why do I have an attack going that way? I shouldn't have an attack going that way. My attack should be going to Nanning. Maybe there's an allied division in here somewhere? Let's get this unit moving in. Hey, nice, we made it. Wonderful, and that means we've encircled these divisions. Peaceful reunification of the Federal Republic of Germany. Listening to the will of the West German people, Bernhard Alt managed to bring together both managed to bring together a peaceful reunification of the democratic West German states. It remains to be seen what effect this will have on the world at large, but at least in Hanover, the people were celebrating this historic event. Good for them, I suppose. Is this... Oh, and it's the Allied one. Well, that's okay. There's a little bit of Soviet Union between us and them, so as long as we remain peaceful with the Soviets, it shouldn't be a problem. Chalo, chalo, chalo. So we got Nanning, and there's the end of the war. Alright, beautiful. I'm gonna pass on all this. I think it's basically a foregone conclusion that China takes all of China. And unless there's some other situation of which I'm unaware. Alright, well, let's start taking all these areas for China then, since they seem to be having something of deficiency in figuring out that that's the optimal method here. Oh, wait, actually, you know what? Well, actually, Click was holding Hokkaido. That's weird. What state is this? This is Tonkin, right? Who is technically holding that? Well, I think I beefed it. I'll take Hokkaido. Damn. Alright. I can't take Hokkaido. Alright. And that is a unified China, and I am now no longer at war. Which is pretty rad. So, I think that is... Wow, actually this episode was a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. That's okay, though. Finally get the ability to get Logistics Wizard? You did! Hooray! Wonderful. Alright, well. Let me see. I could, of course, pick a fight with the Allies. That would be extremely rude, but also very funny. But I don't think I'm necessarily going to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this episode on the same day as I posted the last episode, because this one turned out to be super duper short. And I don't think anyone's actually gonna come for us, unless Finland is about to join a faction. They're completely fun-aligned, though. Very funny to me that this war has taken this long. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anyone else is about to start a fight in Europe, so I think that's good to go. We got 9 nuclear weapons, regular nuclear bombs, and 1 thermonuclear bomb in the pot, so I'm a fully nuclear-armed India ready to meet all of the modern world's challenges. We have 4.5 million troops, 3.5 million in the field, and another close to 1 million in training. Navy's about 4,000. Garrisons are about 250,000. Air forces are at about 84,000. Total manpower, total mobilization, not actually that high. We're at extensive conscription. Most of our potential enemies are doing much worse than that. And we're in a very solid faction consisting of us, China, the Philippines, and of course the United States, Mexico, and Brazil. And of course I've got all this delicious European territory that I am excited to be hanging on to at the end of the war. So yeah, this was a fun run. I had a good time. It was very weird and ahistorical at certain points. I may at some point go back and do another version of this where I correctly rejoin the Allies just to see how it plays out, but I don't necessarily think I would do that. I think that's a very sort of expected run. I think that run it's pretty easy to see where that goes, particularly with the United States very likely to join the Allies later on. So I think that's about it. All right, so that is a run, friends. I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun, and I will see you on the other side.